Hello and welcome to today's friendly between Dartford FC and Lewes. Thank you for joining us on our live YouTube channel, DFC TV. As you can see, the two teams are emerging just below us. Lewes in red and black stripes, with Dartford in their last season's away kit in purple. Dartford's line-up as follows then. In goal, Ethan Wadey. Then it is Jordan Winter, Josh Hill, Connor Essam, Gavin McCallum, David Ajaya, try list, Luke Allen, try list, Ricky Modest and Elliot Romain. On the bench for Steve King's men, it is Craig King, Jacob Berkeley-Ajapong, Davey, Sam Adudu, Ronnie Vince, Husin, Barham, try list, and Barnum Bob. We will try and get a Lewes team to you as soon as possible, as it's a friendly. We've not had the luxury of a team sheet for the away team this morning, so you're going to have to put up with me saying their numbers for now. Of course, this friendly was arranged by Dartford last minute, as Chippenham, that we have got on Tuesday night in the FA Cup this afternoon. And of course, that then meant that it was a free day for Dartford, and like Steve has always said, that he wants to keep his squad nice and fresh, ready for the long season ahead. Lewes in the Isthmian Premier Division, currently sitting 16th. Played 8 games. And lost 4 of them, winning 2, drawing 2 as well. Here we go then, we are underway. As you can see, the teams have swapped ends. As ever, I'm joined by my co-commentator, Samuel Cudby. Sam, firstly, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. I mean, if I'm being honest, I thought I was probably going to be staying in bed this morning, James. Didn't expect to have a game this Saturday. There's obviously no FA Cup involvement or anything like that. But it's probably a good idea to have a friendly. Keeps the fitness up and keeps the sharpness up, and it gives some of the other players who haven't been starting in the past couple of weeks an opportunity to show themselves and get their match fitness levels all the way up.
Yeah, as Sam mentioned just there, that about a free morning it doesn't happen when Steve King's in charge. He likes to be on the ball, and he likes to keep his squad fresh and fit, ready for the National League South campaign. We of course travel to Chippenham Town on Tuesday night, but Elliot Romain will close down the Lewes captain. And Josh Hill will win that header into David Ajaya. Jordan Winter playing right back this morning. Josh Hill headers away Ajaya wins that back as well, but it does come through to Connor Essam. And here goes Ajaya. Gavin McCallum now into the trialist, number 8 for Dartford. Remain around the corner for Ricky Modest. Back to Jordan Winter. Steps one way and plays it back to Josh Hill. Dartford keeping possession in the opening 3 minutes here at the Berwick Powerhouse, Princes Park. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's a pre-season, it's a friendly today. It feels like pre-season at the moment, it's been that long. It's a friendly today between Dartford and Lewes, as Dartford had a free weekend from the National League South campaign. So to top those minutes up, playing Lewes in the Ishman Premier Division. Will be a long kick by the Lewes goalkeeper, and Josh Hill will win the header. David Ajaya wins the ball and gives it to the trialist 8. Modest looking at assessing his options, goes back to Jordan Winter and goes down the line and into Elliot Romain. Luke Allen looked to flick it on for Romain, but just missed the yellow bright boots of Luke Allen, wearing the number 7 this morning for Dartford. Modest now. Just been handed the team sheet for Lewes. Number 1, Nathan Strumberg-Clark. Number 3, Alex Malins. Number 5, trialist. Number 6, Kieran Kinder-John. Number 8, Eddie Wokeley. Number 7, Brad Santos. Number 10, Jude Arthurs. Number 11, Ben Allen. Number 12, Teddy Blore. Number 16, Tim Blower-Winner, and number 17, James Beresford. Winter into Allen, into Essam.
It's quite an important game for a lot of these guys starting today. They haven't really started many of the games so far this season, so it'll be a great opportunity for the back line and the midfield, and even some of the attackers to maybe pencil their name in on the team sheet and show Steve King what they're all about. Once again, I mean, I'm sure they already have already, and I know opportunities come in training if they perform well, but on the pitch today would be a great chance for a lot of the players to try and showcase what they're about and try and get a place in the team.
Yeah, I think you're right, Sam. I think it's a good competitive squad, and I think why these games are arranged. Steve's always said that if people perform in this game, they've got every chance of going into the next league game, or at least being involved anyway in the squad. Lewes keeping the ball now. It will come back with Jude Arthurs. Dartford letting Lewes have the ball. And that will come into Ben Allen. He goes down under the challenge of the Ricky Modest. And it will be a Lewes free kick. And a crossing position here for the Isthmian Premier Division side. Arthurs will deliver, and Ethan will comfortably catch in the Dartford goal. The on-loan Chelsea goalkeeper rolls it out to David Ajaya, who assesses his options. He goes back to Allen. Back into Ajaya, back into Allen, into Elliot Romain. Spins away from his man and gives it to the Tri-State, who looks over and sees McCallum, who was in behind. Romain will go and foul his man. Not the first time we see that from Elliot Romain.
Yeah, that wasn't a good tackle at all, and I'm very surprised he hasn't been put in the book there, to be quite honest. Maybe because it's a friendly, the ref's given a slightly lenient view, but it wasn't a great tackle at all, really.
Ajaya will look to bring it down. Saka on Jude Arthurs. Lewes players not happy. Did look like from the initial tackle that David Ajaya did win the ball, but I think it might have been the follow through. Will be a Lewes free kick. Just a talking to David Ajaya. Like Sam said, I think because it is a friendly, I think a referee is going to be a little bit more lenient this morning. Josh Hill wins the header into Elliot Romain. Tri-State looks and plays it over the top to the other Tri-List who's looks to be in and goal with it. The keeper's come. He's headed it, and that could well be. It looked to be inside the box, but I think it is just about outside. Jaya is over there pointing to say it is in the box, but I think it just was outside. Sam?
Yeah, it was very, very close. I think the referee might have just got it right as the momentum took him into the box when just after the foul happened, but obviously it definitely was a foul. It's just a question of where it was, but I think the referee might have got this one correct.
Allen will take the free kick for Dartford. Goes Luke Allen. Just over the bar. Looked like goalkeeper got a touch on that one. It will be a Dartford corner that Ricky Modest goes over and takes. Modest takes it over towards Hill. On. Great chance for the Tri-List 11 for Dartford. Corner come over from Ricky Modest. Hill headed it back in towards goal. But the number 11 Tri-List for Dartford could only hit it off his foot and into the keeper's arms. Good chance to take the lead in the friendly for Dartford there. Excellent cross by Ricky Modest.
Yeah, I noticed Hill was absolutely fuming there when it didn't go in. He would have got the assist if it did go in. It was extremely close, and you can probably understand why he's angry, because he's gonna... Oh!
There you go. There is the opening goal of the afternoon. As you can see, Ricky Modest down the right-hand side, a fantastic ball across the face of goal. And there was Luke Allen to place it home. Just coming up to the opening 13 minutes here at Berwick Powerhouse Princes Park. It's Dartford 1, Lewes 0. Fantastic delivery by Ricky Modest down this right-hand side. Whips it across the face of goal, and there was Luke Allen. Elliot Romainall was also there, but Allen got the touch to put it home and give Dartford the lead in this friendly. Jordan Winton out into Modest.
Yeah, obviously I had to stop talking in the last one just just so James could get his goal line in, albeit a bit late and slightly unexpected. But as I was saying, you can see why Hill was getting frustrated, because he's going to want everything to go his way. He's going to want to get in that team, in that starting 11. He's going to want to start all the big games. So an assist, a clean header, a great tackle is all going to count for him today. So he's going to try and make absolutely everything count. And you can see he's still shouting now. He's absolutely screaming. So he really wants to have a good performance today.
Yeah, another good work down the right-hand side by Ricky Modest. Modest will deliver that corner. Keeper punches, but it will be a free kick. Look like pushing the back there. Coming up to the opening 15 minutes here then. At Berwick Powerhouse Princes Park. It's Dartford 1, Lewes 0. Hill wins that header. Ajaya. Dartford taking the lead through Luke Allen. After fantastic work down this right-hand side by Ricky Modest. McCallum now. Into Essam, into Hill. Into Winter. Looks and assesses his options, but gives it sideways to Allen. Goes the other way to Connor Essam. Into Ajaya. Into McCallum. Ajaya. Allen. To Winter. Winter can't find the cutting pass. Ajaya closing down his man. Will be a crossing position now for Lewes. Arthurs will take now. Arthurs does deliver. Hill will acrobatically flick it away. And the linesman flag is up. And it will give Dartford a chance to clear. Thank you for the 130 of you. There's a strong tackle on Luke Allen. Referee just having a talking to the Lewes player. Remain. Gives it away. Arthur nips in. Allen wins the ball back. Trial Estate will play it to Jordan Winter. Winter into Modest. Chaya rolls off his man and looks to go the other way. Will go the other way. And McCallum is in here. And McCallum will deliver. But it won't be a delivery that will test Lewes, and Lewes will come away with the ball now. And it will come out to Ben Allen. No, it won't. It will go all the way out of play. Allen does get the ball nicked off him, but fouled in the process. And Essen will pick it up now. Josh Hill. Diagonal ball to Gavin McCallum. McCallum will bring it down on his chest and looks to deliver. McCallum will do. Into the trialist 11, bounces up. Trialist 8 for Dartford. Blocked. Goes out to Ricky Modest now. Modest down this right hand side again. Looks to beat his man. It's good defending by Lewes. And they get it off Ricky. And it will go out for a Lewes throw. As you can see, if you've looked at our social media and you've looked at the team, you can see there's two academy boys. Number 14, Brandon Davey. And number 15, Sam Adedu. Of course, Sam is the academy captain. And they are through to the first round proper of the FAU Cup after their win on Wednesday night against Tunbridge. Of course, more first team minutes for the academy. Allen. Allen gives it off to Ricky Modest, who will deliver across the face of goal. And Nathan Strimber Clark will come and collect it.
It's all Dartford at the moment, completely in control, unsurprisingly, and everyone very desperate to put in a good shift and prove themselves to the manager and show what they're about. And Dartford are, without question, in control at the moment, and Lewes really struggling to get past that strong Dartford defence that we've had in previous weeks and has continued in today's friendly.
Allen looks to switch it to Modest, but Ajaya will pick up the loose ball. And Ajaya gives it to Modest. Gives it back to Winter. Smartly turns and goes the other way to Josh Hill. Back to the trialist number 8 for Dartford, who'll give it to Allen. Gives it back to McCallum. McCallum rolls it away from his man. He has to go back to Allen though, and he will go back to Connor Essam. He gives it to Ajaya. Gives it to Allen. He gives it to Ajaya. Ajaya, who does turn now and plays it with the outside of his foot to Ricky Modest, who looks up and looks to deliver. Winter into Ajaya. Dartford slowing it down now. Ajaya does spin one way and gives it to Allen. Into the 8 for Dartford, who gives it to Modest, who will now assess his options, but he will go at his man, Ricky Modest, and will go down under the challenge. Referee and linesman said nothing. They give it back to Jordan Winter, who whips it across the face of goal, and it is all the way through and out for a Lewes throw. Sam, nothing in that really.
No, not a lot. It looked like there might have been a little bit of a touch, but if he's gone down, then it's diving. So I'm not too sure what the referee's decision was quite there by just playing on. Surely it was one or the other, but nothing to come from it either way, and the referee's continued play.
Allen into Ajaya. Into Allen. Ajaya. McCallum looks at Luke Allen now. Looks to come the other way and does so through Jordan Winter. And that will be handball. Ball bounced up to Jordan. Onto Jordan and Winter's hand. Not much he really could do there, but the referee disagrees and points for a Lewes free kick. And Lewes will get playing. Triless centre back for Lewes, kicks it all the way through to Wadey and will give Dartford possession back. Jaya will motor forward for Dartford and play it into the 8 for Dartford. Into Modest round the corner. Look to spin Elliot Romain in, but Romain had come short. Arthur's now. Romain will shut down his man brilliantly. And Elliot Romain working hard as ever. As a lone striker today. Modest will look to get the ball off Allen. Allen protects it, but will kick it against Elliot Romain. And it will be Allen to take the throw. But Hill will defend it well and give it to Essam, who goes to Ajaya. Dartford come again. Goes McCallum now. Into the trialist 11 for Dartford. Couple of step overs. Give it to Ajaya. And he will give it to Hill. Hill into Winter. And we'll look at his options and we'll go into Modest, who protects the ball on the edge of the area. Winter, Allen. Spins it round the corner, Luke Allen. Gives it back to Ricky Modest, who keeps the ball in play. But good defending by Beresford for Lewes.
You can see the Lewes players are screaming at each other. They don't want to get embarrassed here, and they're trying to put in a solid performance. And so far, they're doing extremely well, albeit 1-0 down. They're defending well, but they're desperate to make sure it's a good performance, and everyone's concentrating and everyone's at 100%.
Ajaya, Allen, Big touch, but will go into Elliot Romain, who looks to protect it, but a trialist centre back for Lewes does well. And Ben Allen will now go at Jordan Winter. Allen will look to trick inside, but the number 8 trialist will defend well, but it will come back to Jude Arthurs. But Lewes will give away possession through Eddie Wokeley. Hill. Romain will chase down the trialist. And he will now chase down the goalkeeper. Winter. Assessing his options. Give it to Ajaya, who looks up. Spin it into the number 8 for Dartford, but he can't get it under. Strindberg Clark will pick it up for Lewes. And we'll go into the captain, Alex Mallins. He'll chest it down on Winter. Flicks it over for Modest, who is pushed in the back by Allen. Modest.
Get him off, Kingy. Get him off, Kingy. There's no need for that. There's no need for that.
Modest does grab Allen round the face.
Kingy, get him off. There's no need for that. He grabbed him by the face. Two things. He's thrown the over there, the 11, and he's thrown him in here as well. Can't grab him round the face. So what's that then? What's that?
Well, it'll be really interesting to see what decision the referee makes here. It was probably unnecessary from both players, and Modeste definitely acted out a tiny bit. Slightly uncharacteristic. So it'll be interesting to see how the referee officiates this decision.
I think Steve was saying that there was one of our players thrown into the board over the other side. Just a talking to by the referee. Josh Hill, captain. The referee will just go over to speak to Hill. Nothing more than a talking to. Modest. Wadey. Essam into Allen, who spins it round the corner for Modest. Ricky Modest now will go at his man. Couple of step overs. Clip towards the face of goal. But it will be a free kick. Number 11 got there first.
Well, it's certainly been an exciting affair so far for for a friendly. There's been plenty to talk about, lots of action in the Lewes half, and well, plenty of drama to be honest. It's very interesting to see how the referee's going about this game, as there definitely could have been a few cards here or there, red and yellow, but so far the referee's decided not to give everything in the nature of a friendly.
Remain. "160 people watching our live stream at the moment. Fantastic to see the support as always from the fans. Hope you're enjoying our live stream. Annie Wokley. Wintup will win the header, and Allen's got some space here. And Allen will look to pick it up, but Arthur's just nips in for Lewes.
Also at half time we will be leaving the live stream on for you, but we will be disconnecting the mic, so it will just be the pitch during the 15-minute silence. So if you come back and you're wondering what's happening, that is just because we're waiting for the second half to begin and we're not cutting away during the live stream. So use that opportunity to go get some food or whatever and come back, and hopefully after 15 minutes we should be underway, as long as it's not like last game where one of the officials got injured and it ended up being a 35 minute break, which was very strange with a late start.
What's going on? Will be a free kick now. Ricky Modest. Good crossing position for Dartford now. Modest will deliver for Dartford, but Lewes will clear. Luke Allen will look to get Dartford back on the attack, but will give it away. Will win it back though, Luke Allen, and Dartford will come again. Give it to the number 8 trialist, who will shape and shoot. Strawberry Clark holds it well for Lewes. Eddie Wokley now. Wokley. Will go into Jude Arthurs. Number 11 for Dartford trialist. There will be an early change here for Dartford. And that will be the end of, and it remains afternoon. And on comes Jack Barham. McCallum will win it. Not sure if that change was planned or sure it was by Steve King. Barham will look to keep it on, but doesn't.
This will be a good opportunity for Jack Barham. Obviously had a few injury problems in the beginning of the season and hasn't quite found his momentum yet, so this should be a fantastic opportunity for him to hopefully get himself underway, and fingers crossed for Dartford, find some form, as he's a fantastic player, lots of pace, so quick, in behind your line, he's constantly prying in between them two central defenders, waiting to beat the offside trap.
Hill into the number 8 for Dartford. Winter looks forward but gives it to Allen. Allen into Jack Barham. Dartford throw. Allen will protect the ball for Dartford and gives it back to Winter, who will drive forward and gives it into Allen, who spins and plays in Jack Barham. And it will be a corner for Dartford. 38 minutes gone here at Berwickhope Powerhouse Princess Park. If you decided to join us late, you will have missed the opening and the only goal here through Luke Allen. Fantastic work down the right hand side by Ricky Modest, who fired it across goal, and Luke Allen was there to place it home to give Steve King's men the lead. Modest delivered a corner. Oh, it's a free header for Connor Ressam. It's a fantastic delivery by Ricky Modest again. It skipped over. It flew over the head of Josh Hill, and there was Connor Ressam completely unmarked, and he could only header it over the bar and take down one of the Dartford shirts in the process that was hooked on up to the flag that's above the goal. And Hill. Into Modest. Look down the line. Can only kick it against his man. Winter. Ajaya will let the ball run across his body and go out to Gavin McCallum. Ajaya will play it through to McCallum. Hill to Winter. And McCallum's offside. think Lewes were about to make a change, but he's not ready. And the play will continue. Barham will close down the keeper, but it will get flicked all the way through to Ethan Wadey, and Wadey will play it to Winter. Into Hill. Lewes trying to get the ball now. But Essen will collect it for Dartford. Let Dartford give the ball straight back. Wokeley gives it into Arthurs, but gives it away. Barham looks to spin it round the corner, but it will break for David Ajaya, who will break forward for Dartford now, assessing his options. Ajaya, and will come out to Winter, who takes the touch into the box and deliver across the face of goal, but Lewes will get it away. Hill to Allen. Allen tries to play in Ricky Modest, but it's just too quick for the Dartford winger, and it will go out of play. And that'll be Blore coming off, and Gary Noel coming on for Lewes. Allen will look to skip through the challenge, and he's still got hold of the ball. Well, I think the referee's blown back for the first challenge. It's the second challenge. Jordan Winter did win. Arthurs and Allen over the ball then for Lewes. I think this will be the last chance of the half. Arthurs delivers. And Noel did get there, but that is half time here at Berwick Power Princes Park in this friendly. Dartford took an early lead through a placement finish by Luke Allen after good work down the right hand side by Ricky Modest. Sam, give us your assessment.
Yeah, it's certainly been a very good or very entertaining friendly. Lots of aggressive tackles, chances created. Everyone on the pitch really wants something from this, including the Dartford players and the Lewes players. They all want it. Every single one of them playing very well so far. Plenty to fight for, and there's still another 45 minutes ahead where Lewes could quite easily get back into the game. They started to build towards the last 5 minutes, and we look forward to seeing you all in 15 minutes' time. about 3 minutes. And we are back for the second half as the players emerge from the tunnel. No James at the moment, he's been caught going to get a few coffees, so I think he's a bit delayed, so I'll be starting off the coverage for you guys as the players all come out, ready for the second half. No changes by the looks of things, for Dartford anyway. Everyone seems to have stayed on. And it looks like we're nearly ready to be underway for the second half of this friendly. I was going to say pre-season friendly, but it's a mid-season friendly if you want. And it's going to be Jack Barham getting us underway for the second half. Oh, and it looks like we have got a sub for Lewes. And it'll be number 15 coming on. I'm afraid I don't have a name as of yet. I'll try and get one. The referee's checking with the keepers, and looks like we're ready to get underway. There we are with the Jai on the ball. Big opportunity for Wadey tonight, or today, sorry. This morning, very early start, very strange start to kick off at 11:30. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. And here we have James making his way back now after a quick drinks break. He's coming back in. I'll let you sort yourself out and I'll carry on for the time being. We have Essam out to Hill. And here's Jack Barham looking to go through. It's a fantastic last-ditch tackle from Alex Malins. I apologise for the pronunciation. And I think it's probably about time I hand you back over to the main commentator who was caught having a drinks break. James, underway for the second half.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I got locked out. Always the way. Josh Hill into Modest, who is onside, looks across the face of goal. He can only pull it back to a Lewes defender. A couple of changes for Lewes. Jay Popham and Trialist B on for Kinder John and Beresford. And Sam Jackson is now in goal, who replaces Stromberg Clark. Arthurs looks to collect it, but does give it away. Hill will decide to set the challenge and play it out to the 11. Dartford who drives forward. Tackle from behind by Jude Arthurs, who thought he won the ball, but he didn't. And Dartford will play quickly. Ajaya into Allen. Plays it to McCallum. McCallum into Barham. Left foot delivery over everybody. But it will take a little nick off the Lewes defender and we'll go out for a throw to Dartford. But the number 8 for Dartford handballs it. Jackson in goal, kicks it all the way out of play. Tackle from behind by the trialist Lewes player. Straight into the back of the Dartford player. And Hill looks to play it quickly, but Barham is offside.
Yeah, Jai's not happy there, saying to the official that he's been brought down a few times already. And well, it looks like by the same player by the sounds of things, and he's letting the referee know, trying to maybe get the first player in the book, but the referee's not taking any of it, and the game's continued.
McCallum will look to clear it for Dartford and does. Trialist number 8 gets in front and so does Barham. And Barham will play it to Allen. Look to go round the corner. Hill will step out and spread it over towards Modest, who couldn't quite get on the end of it. It was a bit too quick for the Dartford winger. Sorry?
The Dartford 7.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Modest.
Modest.
Yeah.
I thought Modest was the 10.
The Dartford 7, sorry, Luke Allen.
Oh, look.
Winter. Hill looking to retrieve possession, but Lewes keep hold of it through Ben Allen. There's a nudge in the back by Jordan Winter on Allen. Allen will take it quickly for Lewes, and so it'll go all the way through to Ethan Wadey in the Dartford goal. Wadey. McCallum into the trialist 11, gives it back to Luke Allen this time. Into Josh Hill. Ball clipped over the top by to Ricky Modest, who looks to cut it back. It'll come through to Luke Allen now, who shapes the shoot. Gives it to Ricky Modest though. Modest jinks one way, but it will go out of play. Fantastic diagonal ball by Josh Hill there, wasn't it, Sam?
Yeah, it really wasn't. He has been absolutely on form today. He's really trying to make a positive impression in today's game. He wants to give Steve King some food for thought. He wants to be on that starting 11 every week, and he's certainly having a fantastic performance so far.
That'll be a change. Number 8 for Dartford coming off. Trialist, number 20, trialist for Dartford coming on. Winter. McCallum into Allen, spins it round the corner brilliantly to Barham, who takes it down on his chest and gives it back to Gavin McCallum, who is clattered in the process, but the play will continue because number 11 trialist is in on goal here. Shapes to shoot, but fires it straight into the hands of Jackson. Fantastic chance to make it 2 there for Steve King's men. Fantastic play down this left-hand side. Great ball by Gavin McCallum, who spun the number 11 trialist in behind, found himself in goal, but could only fire it at Sam Jackson in the Lewes goal. Sam, good chance that.
Yeah, he'll be absolutely gutted he couldn't put that away. It really was a great opportunity and a fantastic ball, but he'll be disappointed.
Another good chance here. Jack Barham, if he looks up, he can spot the 11 who's in on goal! Sam, I think that was an even better chance.
Yeah, that's probably as clear cut as you're going to get. You can tell he's gutted. He's absolutely gutted. But if he keeps getting in the right areas, he keeps making the runs, one will come off for him. But he's certainly had a good performance so far, making the right movement. It's just that final finish. But if he keeps going this way, it will come for him.
I think had he stayed on his feet. Had he stayed on his feet, he might have scored. Nice little pass by the referee there. Gives it back to Wadey, who allows play then to continue. Winter, Modest. Back to Jordan Winter. There's trialist, number 20 for Dartford, into the number 11 trialist, who can look to spin it in behind for McCallum. Hill sends it through to the trialist. Can only roll it wide. Another fantastic chance for Dartford. Josh Hill picked it up just inside the half. Lewes keeping a high line. Managed to clip it through to the number 20 trialist who's just entered the frame. He was in on goal, but could only put it just past the post. Coming up to 57 minutes on the clock here at Berwick Powerhouse Princess Park. It is still Dartford 1, Lewes 0. Early in the second half, well, 3 real clear-cut chances for Dartford to go more than one ahead. The two trialists on the pitch, number 20 and number 11, having the best of them. Essam eventually comes out to McCallum. Ball roll. McCallum will go back to Essam. Big touch. But manages to give it to Wadey. And comes out to Winter now. Chance for the Dartford right back to drive into space. Looks to go to Modest. Modest will leap and win the header and skip away from the challenge. Jumps into the challenge into Arthurs, who is rolling around. Winter. Into Hill, who's assessing his options, the Dartford centre half. Barham looks to flick it round the corner, but will give it away. But Barham will win it back. And he goes Jack Barham now. Plays in Ricky Modest. And it will be a corner to Dartford. That Modest will take. And Modest will deliver. SM leaps. It will be smashed away, but it will only come as far as David Ajaya, who heads it back to Ricky Modest. Ajaya will shape to deliver and delivers. Back to the trialist. That was hit and stayed hit. But Lewes will break now through Allen. Good defended by McCallum. But Allen will skip away from him, and it will go into the trialist striker. Modest will shape it down the line for Barham, who looks at the number 11. Surely this time he's put it over the bar. The number 11 trialist could have had a hat-trick.
Yeah, so far sadly it's been a hat-trick of misses. He won't be happy about that, but he's been playing well. He's been getting in the right space. It was a fantastic cross from Jack Barham, and he's just been unlucky, I'm sure, on his day. All three of those will go in, and he'll be walking away with the match ball through this friendly. He's played really well. The positioning's been fantastic, and that's why he's getting the chances, because he's moving in the right areas. He's asking for the ball in the right places. He's had a really positive game so far, James. And to be honest, aside from the misses, he's been fantastic. He's been one of the best players on the pitch, and he's just been a bit unlucky. And on another day, I have no doubt that will be going in.
Yes. Allen will win the ball back now, and Luke Allen drives. Allen's looking for movement, and he will play in Jack Barham, who is offside. Jackson will clear for Lewis. Essen will head it away though. Arthurs will put it back towards Hill, who heads away. And it will come Ricky Modest's way, who gives it back to Winter. He assesses his options, but he has to go back to Josh Hill. And he will give it to Connor Ressam. McCallum into the trialist. McCallum into the other trialist, who flicks it round the corner and is fouled. Essen to Hill. To Barham. Lewis on the attack here. Allen will shape to shoot. It's a good save by Wadey. Strike by Ben Allen through Lewes. Wadey had to be alert to save that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It looked like Dartford were caught napping there in midfield and defence, but Ethan Wadey was absolutely ready for it. He was the only. Well, he looked like he was one of the few concentrating when that shot was let off, as they stormed through the midfield. Worrying signs for Dartford, as they're going to have to up their concentration levels and try and kill this game off.
Allen. Allen shapes and will play a ball through for McCallum, who is onside and will go at his man. McCallum skip away from his man and will go back into Luke Allen. Flips the ball over the top, and that will be a corner to Dartford. Modest will go over to take that corner. If you can see. Bin Hussein. Bokulajapong. Barnum Bob. All down, warming up. Allen. But Ajaya will clip it over towards Esserman. It will go all the way out for a goal kick. Barham's through on goal. Jack Barham now. Strong tackle by Brad Santos. Essam. Connor Essam has taken a slip, but it's fouled in the process. And Dartford will play on.
Yeah, and it was that number 11 again there, as Jack Barham nearly had a goal-scoring opportunity. Getting in the right places, making the right moves, getting stuck in, making the right tackles. He really has been really good today. It's just that final finishing touch he hasn't quite had today. Apart from that, he's been absolutely spectacular, along with a lot of other Dartford players as well. They've played extremely well today.
Hill. Flip it over to McCallum now. McCallum will drive forward. But can't beat his man. I think Arthur spends more time on the floor than he does standing up. Ethan will collect under the challenge of Arthur's. Ethan Wadey. Roll it out to Gavin McCallum. Plays it forward for Barham. Looks to turn and spin it round the corner and does. Looks to play in Modest. Very close. Fantastic idea by Dartford striker Jack Barham. Oh, and that's it, the block crossbar. I think Wadey might have got a touch on that. Fantastic strike by the trialist from Lewes. Allen. Look at his options. Has to go out to Winter. Into Modest. Still got the ball. Smart footwork. Lewes staying compact. McCallum. 1v1v Arthurs, and Arthurs comes out, trumps and wins the throw.
Yeah, he absolutely rattled the crossbar there. Once again, another long-range effort getting off. And even Steve King was clapping after that fantastic effort. Dartford losing a tiny bit of concentration here. Just need to sharpen up their game a bit as Lewes are finding their way back into the game.
McCallum into Ajaya. Will protect the ball. Allen will win the ball back for Dartford and will play it to Modest. He looks to deliver. A couple of step overs from Ricky Modest and will deliver now. Away by Lewes. Jaya, Winter, Modest. Modest now looking at his options and will go through Allen. But Trialist will win it back onto 11 Trialist. We'll give it away. Arthurs. Allen gives it to Arthurs. Let's go back to Allen. And Dartford regain possession. Boron will leap. Will be beaten to the ball. Into Allen. Ben Allen is fouled by Luke Allen. They're not related. I don't think they are. Will be a crossing position here for Lewes. Jude Arthurs and Ben Allen over the ball. And we'll give it to Ben Allen, who does strike. And it flies well wide of the goal. And up to 72 minutes on the clock here at Berwick Powerhouse, Princess Park. Dartford still leading by a goal to nil. Early goal from Luke Allen in the first half after good work down the right hand side by Ricky Modest. Allen, who's spreaded that ball to McCallum. Does look to win the ball, but it's good defending. McCallum is in here, but good keeping by Sam Jackson. And the Lewes goal.
Yeah, there's a bit of energy that's been taken out in this second half. Not quite as feisty as it was in the first half. It really was a entertaining first half, especially from a neutral point of view. But the second half hasn't been quite as entertaining. Not as many chances, not as many tackles as probably both managers saying, look, it's just a friendly, guys. You don't really need to get stuck in and risk injury that much. You know, take it easy. Play your football.
There we go then. Another change for Dartford. Off comes the Charleston number 11 and on comes Academy captain Sam Adaidu. Steve King speaking in the week, saying that he watched the academy and was pressed with the second half on how they progressed through to the second round. And Sam is the captain of the academy. As always, Steve has always said that in these friendlies the academy boys are given a good opportunity. And academy boys always given the opportunity every week to train with the first team.
Yeah, and I think just going back to that number 11 trialist coming off, he really did have a fantastic game. Apart from the misses, he was absolutely fantastic, getting into the right areas, getting stuck into lots of fancy flicks for the highlights reel. He really did have a great game today. It was just that final finish, and I think he's done himself proud, really. He has had a great game today.
Modest now. Modest will deliver this free kick. Essen gets his head on it. Just over the bar. Is it in the way? Can you check? They do for Dartford. Moves it back to Winter. Moves it to Connor Essen. Into McCallum. Ajaya. Moves it across the Hill. Hill will clip it forward for the trialist. He looks to bring it down. And it goes through to Jack Barham, who skips and goes over the challenge, and that will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Steve King's men. Modest and Allen over the ball. It looks like Modest will take though. Ricky Modest shoots, flies over the bar. Allen will close down his man, but can't get it off him. Forced to go back. Another change. Another academy boy. Brandon Davey this time will replace Luke Allen. 175. Ajaya gives it back to Hill. David will win it back, and David wins it back, and Dadu will give it to the trialist and checks back inside and will shape to shoot. On too many touches, gives it away. Allen now will get a chance to run at Essam and will shoot from distance. That won't trouble Wadey.
Yeah, it was an impressive performance from Allen. Obviously getting the goal and all round having a good game, getting stuck in, making some good passes. Had a really positive performance today, and it's definitely given the manager some food for thought after a solid performance.
Modest will look to get on the end of this. Flicks it round the corner, but goes out of play. Arthurs looks at his option. But Essen will defend for now, but Arthurs will come and delivers. Winter will head it away. Lewes come again. McCallum wins the tackle. Samadadu gives it to the trialist. Tries to give it through to Jack Barham, who I think was in an offside position, but it ran away from the striker anyway. Hill can't keep it in play, and it will be a Lewes throw. Struck by the try striker. Comes off the back of Essam, and it will be a Lewes corner. Coming up to 82 minutes on the clock here at the Berrycoat Powerhouse Princes Park. Dartford still lead by a goal to nil. Early first half, struck by Luke Allen, putting Steve King's men ahead. Of course, Dartford travelled to Chippenham Town on Tuesday night in the Vanarama National League South game. We will be streaming. Details will be out very shortly for you to purchase those tickets. Me and Sam are making the trip, and we will be on commentary for you. Hill looking at his options. We'll go into Samuel Dadu though. Around the corner for Connor Essam. Ball played over to Josh Hill. I think he handled it in the process, and it will give Lewes a chance. will be the trialist striker to take for Lewes. And does strike. Just wide of the mark.
Yeah, Lewes has been slowly growing into this game during the second half. I know we're coming towards the end of it now, but they have had a positive performance and they've looked like they could have scored on a few opportunities, as have Dartford, to be fair to them, but it's definitely been a bit more of a equal affair in comparison to the first half, where it was predominantly all Dartford.
Samadeu drives forward for Dartford and will drive even further and will give it to the trialist. Plays in Jack Barham, who is onside. Jack Barham shoots. Good save by Jackson. Good work that by the academy captain Samadeu, who drove forward, played it into the trialist. Played it into Jack Barham. Got the ball out of his feet and made Jackson make a smart save in the Lewes goal. Jaya playing a risky game, but will step out and give the ball off. So Samadeu steps the other way and gives it to the trialist. Into Hill. Hill. Essam looks to get there first, but can't. But it's a big touch by Jude Arthurs. And that will allow Hill to go back to Wadey. Kicks it long and Daly will jump. And will win the challenge. McCallum into Essam. Into the last 3 minutes here. Dartford still leading by a goal to nil. Modest. Brandon Davey. Strong tackle by Jude Arthurs on Davey. Just a talking to by the referee on Jude Arthurs. A chance to Gavin McCallum to deliver, and he does, but it's all the way through and out of play. Arthurs. Way deep. Back to Hill. They do. Looking to shake. Just go out of play. Essam will chest it down for Josh Hill. Back to Connor Essam. Just approaching 90 minutes. Into Modest. Modest is in behind here. And a big touch by Ricky Modest and goes through to the keeper. And that will be full time here at the Berrycoat Powerhouse, Princes Park. An early first half goal by Luke Allen. Comes between the two teams. As a good workout for the players that have not played under, have not been playing under Steve King so far this season. Sam? Good workout, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely was. It was certainly an exciting affair as well for a early morning Saturday friendly. They all played very well today. Both sides played well, with Lewes getting into the game more in the second half and Dartford really having control in the first half. And well, the first half was a sight to see. It was plenty of hard tackles, plenty of shouting and screaming, and people wanting to make a good impression to, well, both bosses. And yeah, it was a fantastic game, James, for a friendly. And we wish Lewes FC the best of luck with the rest of their season.
Yep, thank you for watching. We will be at Chippenham Town on Tuesday night as Dartford travel there for the Vanarama National League South game. Streaming details will be available very, very soon. As ever, thank you from me and Sam, and we will see you on Tuesday.